And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Nano Boost podcast. I'm your host, Penn, and here with me is my lovely co-host, Vegas and Diddy. Welcome, guys.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Hello, guys.
How you guys been doing today?
Doing well, getting off of work, kicking ass and chewing
Oh,
bubblegum.
hell yeah. How about you, Diddy?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Pen?
Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Just been off of those couple Overwatch games and just been looking into the new video games and stuff. How about you? Have you guys been watching those new video games yet?
I've been taking a look at a lot of them, and there's a few that have been intriguing me throughout the new coming year. A lot of them, Crackdown 3 is finally getting its new update after 7 years disappearance.
Oh yeah.
And what about you? Did any games catch your eye?
Well, the other day I was browsing Steam and I saw this game that's currently in development I think it's called Kinseed. It kind of looks like, what's it called? Starbound. Stardew Valley. When it does come out, I want to buy it and try it out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually looks hella interesting. I might check into that. But the game that really is catching my eye right now is the new Doom Eternal. I can't wait for that game.
It's gonna be a fun game with how it's updated and whatnot. The graphics and the gameplay, it's gonna take off. It's
Oh,
gonna
for
be
sure.
fantastic.
Oh yeah, ever since that new Doom remaster, from last couple years now, I've been in love with those that Doom ever since.
Oh yeah, and if you think about it, without the Doom series, and I'm talking about like the old school Dooms,
Yeah.
FPS today would not exist.
Oh, for sure. Like I think that's why the FPS games that just came to popularity ever since Doom came out.
You have to thank Doom and Quake for that, and bring in FPS to what it is today. So we have terrible games like Call of Duty and
Yeah,
Battlefield,
Battlefield 1.
right?
Oh god. Yeah, but still, I'm really excited for this new Doom Eternal game. I've been looking at the gameplays, like little previews. It looks clean. I know that.
That it does.
Oh yeah. You got any FPS games that you got in mind, Diddy?
Honestly, the only FPS game I've ever really played was Overwatch. I don't really care for FPS games.
I mean, it's normal. I
I
mean,
mean,
not a lot of
would you
people
think-
like FPS games. Oh, sorry, Diddy.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say, would you really even count Overwatch as an FPS game?
You could. I mean, it's a first-person shooter, but it's an online game. Sure, FPS. I don't know. I mean, yes, it's an FPS without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's 100% like an FPS game, but you do have those third-person views, like with Reinhardt's shield and like those emotes as well. Will definitely help you out as well.
Right.
Like
And then,
oh sorry.
no, go on ahead.
Sorry, my bad. But I know there's another game that's really gonna be catching my eye that looks hella rad. I believe it's gonna be Kingdom Hearts 3. Me and my brother have been obsessed with Kingdom Hearts ever since Kingdom 1, like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, with King. Go ahead, Diddy. I'm sorry.
oh no. You go ahead.
With Kingdom Hearts, I mean, in today's gaming world, you can't mention video games without having several games pop into mind. Call of Duty being one of them, but Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy popping into those is the next ones that pop into my mind. I mean, Kingdom Hearts has been the hugest RPG staple since Final Fantasy, with the longest story, lore, and gameplay mechanics to date.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And with the new release of the world and whatnot, I've been keeping myself clear from it because I want to surprise myself when the game finally comes out. After 17 years of waiting after the last game.
Yeah,
Feel like it.
yeah. Like Kingdom Hearts is basically give you that. Is that meme with the Incredibles like 12 years too long.
12 years too long. And you know what? It's the one game that I know. Square Enix is the one company I know that can count to three. Hint, hint.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. So we are getting to our topics today. We're going to be discussing about a little bit of the Overwatch League. If you guys don't know what Overwatch League is, basically a huge gaming competition full with the best players in the world of Overwatch. So basically, we're going to be discussing about the new and future league players and what are you guys' thoughts on who's going to be part of the Overwatch League and who you guys think should be in or out, basically.
Well, in my personal opinion, I currently am stationed in Dallas, not stationed. Let me rephrase that. I currently live in Dallas, Texas, and with the Dallas team, in total honesty, they need to go. With the entirety of Dallas, sure, they may be a popular team, but they're not the best, and people can fight me on that all they want.
Oh no,
But
but I feel like Team Envy, like Dallas Fuel, of course. I feel like they need to upgrade their players and like probably get rid of a couple as well. Especially, I know they just got rid of Coco, back turned into assistant coach. Coach, I know that.
right, right, and like I said, with the team being well-known names, doesn't mean well-known doesn't necessarily translate into being the top ish. Like Siegel, yes, he's a Hanzo prodigy. He can take on an entire team by himself as Hanzo,
Yeah.
but that's just it. He's Hanzo. He doesn't know anything else. He doesn't know how to flex play any other healers. Sure, he flexes in the Overwatch League, but he doesn't know him too well to where he can wipe the team out by himself as a hero.
Oh, agreed. Like, I know that definitely for like stage 4 was definitely the shine for Dallas Fuel, but they did not make it that. They came really close against the New York XL, but they didn't. They couldn't come through in like overtime.
No, and see, New York, I know this year they're gonna take it. They're gonna take the wins again, just because that's the thing. Their team is just known. Their team is just they've trained, they've practiced. They've said I can't remember which one of the names, but he says he practices at least 2 hours a day on aiming games, so that way he can practice his aim. I think I want to say it was DeFran. I could be wrong.
I feel like it might be Pine because DeFran's not part of Overwatch League yet. Which
Is he not? That's true. That's true. That's right. That's right. But still, they practice. They practice. 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 That's why they took the league so high this year.
oh yeah, for sure. What's your comments about this, Diddy?
Huh? Oh. Um.
There goes that Diddy spacing out again.
Um. I'm still kind of disappointed that Excelsior didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah, it's definitely understandable because that's you're basically like hometown team, which basically I'm still mad about the Shock not at least coming up close to the playoffs, like the last four stages. But we kept our heads high, but we definitely lost a lot of good players during the offseason. I know that.
Lost a lot, but you also got to remember they left a good staple on the community because they did such odd strategies rather than the simple dive teams of Winston, Diva, Genji,
Tracer.
Tracer, Zenyatta, and who else was there?
I think it was Mercy.
I,
Yeah, it was
I
Mercy.
think it was either Lucio or Mercy.
Yeah, it's one of those two. They ran the odd combos. They ran the Reinhardt, the Reaper, the Junkrat, the Hanzo, and the two other healers. They changed it up. They made it say, "Hey, look, we're here, we're proud, and we're changing everything up. Get fucking used to us."
Basically. And
And that,
oh sorry.
go ahead.
No, I totally agree with you. What do you think if New York XL improved their playing styles? Did he? What do you think about that?
Hmm. Hopefully, if they do, they get into the finals.
Definitely agree. Especially like New York definitely had a high chance, especially being the top dog, and yet they got eliminated against Philadelphia, which Philadelphia actually got the reverse sweep in like stage 2, which everyone thought like Philadelphia was about to like win stage 2, but they just couldn't make it through the uh, second half, which definitely disappointed a lot of Fusion fans.
Right.
Also, oh sorry.
Go ahead, Diddy.
Also, they started out real. Not Shanghai. What's that other team called? Seoul
Oh
Dynasty.
yeah,
They started out really strong in the beginning. Then like I think after the first or second stage, they just kind of fell apart.
yeah. They kind of fell the face off the earth after stage two, I believe. Like they had definitely had really recognizable players like Fleta. Um, I know Bunny got traded to I believe it was for LA Valiant, but yet they barely made it. They didn't pass the stage one playoffs, and then they just fell apart.
And then we don't talk about Shanghai.
Yeah, Shanghai. Oh man,
Yeah.
yeah, 0-40. That I mean, I'm happy that they kept Gregory and they and I think they kept one more, but they just got rid of all their roster besides those three, and that's pretty much it. Which is understandable as well.
I mean, 40 losses, 0 wins. Yeah.
Like I know it's been called the worst record in esports history. I know that.
Right, they're almost right up there with the Dallas Cowboys, losing almost every game, gone, gone, gone.
Yeah, at least they're basically the Cleveland Browns of the Overwatch League, basically.
Right, right. And looking at the roster here, I mean, the only ones that I see that they kept, and I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing any names here, your girl,
It's
Fearless, and
Gregory.
my
My bad, Gregory.
Gager. Those are the only three that Shanghai has kept. Well, those were their strongest players. You basically eliminated yourself from the league.
Basically, and if they require a whole bunch of new, brand new faces to league, I feel like they would have a better chance than they did last season. I can probably tell that, and I know Florida definitely had a very disappointing season as well.
Right, right. Well, see, the thing with Florida is they were just underdogs who were trying to make it into the world. Well, yes, they did perform. They just didn't have the big name power that they have, like the other teams, like Fleta and like Siegel and whatnot. Even though I throw Siegel's name out there
Yeah,
very, very loosely. I mean, the only ones that they I can remember from Florida having really big names is TVIQ.
yeah,
Was
but the thing is, all I know for Florida is like Logic and Saya Player. Like those guys were insane. Saya Player was definitely one of the only players Florida kept actually, which is
yeah, Sias.
definitely reasonable for Florida.
Yeah, see, there's very few names on there that I recognize now. They have Apply, Saya player still there. Hygo Peon, if I'm mispronouncing, don't get upset with me. Awesome guy, Cipher, and like I said, TVIQ.
Hmm. Yeah, but I know that Florida just got rid of all of their starting six besides Saya Player. Which
Right,
basically
right.
before Saya Player they just got rid of nearly all of their roster basically. What?
Now, I mean, let's shift over to your team here. Y'all got so many great names. You've got Architect, you got Nevix, you got Sleepy, you've got big name healers, damage dealers,
Oh
and
yeah,
flankers.
like we got Sleepy Moth. We got still have Baby Bay Sinatra. We lost Dante to the Outlaws, but I'm giving some good props to him though. Like he kept our team going with those somber plays as well.
And see, that's the thing. Again, with San Francisco, they just played the odd plays. They said, "Hey, look at us. We're running something different. Fix it to us. Don't We're not playing your game."
Oh, for sure. Especially with the loss of IDDQD. I feel like if he got more playing time during the time with new head coach for Shock, I feel like he would have done phenomenal during like stage three or four. But
Plays without a doubt.
oh yeah, what's your thoughts on the teams, Diddy?
Yes.
did he only roots for one team, and that's for New York
Oh
Excelsior.
yeah.
Everyone else.
I also root for Shock too.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
oh
Yeah,
yes.
I remember she was showing me the Mercy skin for SF Shock. I say is a nice skin for what you call it, for Mercy, like the blue, gray, and gold. Not blue and gray, orange, gray, and gold. It is a nice color on her for sure.
Oh, without a doubt, and that's what the cool thing. What they did with the league, they gave their individual countries, cities, states their own personalized colors. Looking great with some of the heroes, especially the Dallas Fuel with the blues on certain heroes. Reaper being that hardcore, can't really tell he's misty kind of guy. The
Yeah.
blues really look well on him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like 100%. Like oh man, there's so many good skins. I know if you had the SF Shock for Ryan with the gold hammer, it looks nice. It basically looks like it's part of the skin, basically. And
Well, look,
oh, you good?
why don't we switch over to a different team? Let's get rid of let's switch over from there. Why
Yeah,
don't we take a look at the London Spitfire, the guys who took the
yeah.
championship?
Basically, they took all of it. They just took the whole series. They took the whole. They took the championship ever since stage one.
Exactly, and it's all because again they have practice. They have huge name hitters. Profit with those widow plays,
Ooh.
terrifying. I wouldn't want to be caught in a narrow hallway or a big open space with him. He'd ping you out in a heartbeat.
Oh, 100%. Especially like him being MVP for the finals. Dude, he was a scary Hanzo, especially during Junkertown as well.
Oh, and see, with Junkertown, with it being so open and with Hanzo's skill play, if you can get him right in the set areas and you know how to arc your arrows and whatnot, absolutely devastating.
Oh, like 100%. He's definitely like Hanzo is probably still a tank shredder. Even with Scatter being deleted, I feel like he's still terrifying for tanks as well.
And that's all because this is where balancing comes in. They with Blizzard, in my personal opinion, and it suffers the Overwatch suffers the same thing World of Warcraft does. Blizzard favors certain heroes or certain classes, and I'm shifting your topic. I do
No,
apologize.
no worries, no worries.
World of Warcraft Mage class, stupidly overpowered since Burning Crusade. For those of who've been playing since then,
Mhm.
could kill almost anything in just a few amount of spells. And if they got close, mages could just teleport away and continue the fire. Same thing with Hanzo. They love him. He's I want to say their poster child, but he's the main staple.
That's true, but the thing is, the poster child for Overwatch is Tracer though, and yet she's like one of the most hardest characters to learn. I know that.
It's her it's her skill cap, and with that, because she's fast moving, she has to worry about flank routes. She has to worry about traps where everything's at. Their minds are focused on 20 different things while playing, enemy positioning, certain routes to take, calculations and throwing their
Pulse bombs. Yeah.
the pulse bomb. It's so many different things. That's why, in my personal opinion, Tracer's the hardest hero to learn how to play.
Oh, like 100%. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I
Dude.
think she. Oh no, I think like she's one of the few hardest characters to play in Overwatch, aside from Widowmaker.
That's true because you do need to protect your headshots with Widow for sure.
hmm
Like, all right. But most importantly, who do you guys think will be is going to be great for the Overwatch League? Like for the player wise.
I believe with the frame going to be coming into the stage, he's going to change the world.
Oh,
With
like no,
with
out of doubt.
Now, who should think about considering is the real Kenzo. That guy, his aim, I would want to say it was almost on par as Pines.
Really?
Scary, wicked, and he has plenty of videos on YouTube. Not sponsoring him by any chance. Let me just say, I'm just a big fan of his videos. Terrifying. He's taken out Reinhardt as Widow by himself.
That's insane.
He just knows the works. He knows the workaround. He can get behind teams. He knows his flanks. He knows his maps.
Yeah, that's insane. But I feel like for the Team Atlanta, I feel like if they required another player who just got released, I feel like IDQD with Dufran, it basically had like chemistry back during the before Overwatch League even was a thing.
Right, right. See, and with his plays, he's just scary all around.
Oh, for sure.
He has what a lot of players don't have. He has mental tracking. He tracks. He'll see the Zenyatta, or not the Zenyatta. My apologies. The Junkrat throw out his last mine. He'll calculate. Okay, 8 seconds before he gets his next mine, go target him so he can't escape.
Like the tracking for Defran is like the most one insane trackers like in the game basically. Yeah.
And that's all with learning with Tracer. Tracer's got that tracking.
Yeah. All right. So, speaking of Overwatch League players, we're gonna be kind of talking a little bit serious. So, if you all don't know about last 4 to 5 months ago, we had a very serious incident between an Overwatch League player and a person from Twitter who was around 15 to 16 years old. His name was Dream Casper. So apparently was this person. I don't remember the person's name, which I feel like I apologize, but for purposes wise, apparently she leaked out a couple tweets by Dream Casper how he wants to fly her into the Overwatch League and basically get like a signed jersey and get to know her better, grab some like lunch and stuff. And basically, he was wanting to pay her to go fly out to LA. I'm not sure where she is, but apparently she's towards like the eastern area, which that's what I know. And apparently, he's just been kind of sending like sexting, not like nudes or anything, but
he's been saying a lot of naughty things to this underage girl, which for the reason why it's first of all it's wrong no matter which way you look at it. He's 21 years of age, which I believe now he's 22. His birthday just passed. She's now 15. Still, the fact of the matter, she's underage. That's just some shit you don't do. Period.
Especially if you're like the most high top players, especially with it was like during like stage 3, and I know that Boston Uprising was the best team like with a 10-0 record, and they were saying like he was one of the best widows out there besides like Linkser, and like even out sniping Linkser, you're basically like you're up there.
You're god tier.
Yeah, you're god tier. That's what I've been heard, but it was basically the day after they played with Houston. The news just came out, and everyone just felt so disgusted, and there were so many reactions from like the high top streamers. I know like SQC for example, he basically made a whole joke rant about Dream Casper, and he's just been finding a lot of stuff on Reddit, which I thought was funny, and yet people saying like this topic was so terrible, but people were just trying to like get a light mood.
See, what the thing is, what went to his head was the fame. He's figured, oh, I'm a pro player. Now that ESPN has officially recognized video gaming as a sport, esport, the attention went to his head. Oh, I can talk to an underage girl. It'll be perfectly fine. No, it's wrong. It's disgusting. It's immoral. For someone to do something like this, you are the lowest of lows. You're right up there with the Bill Cosby, who
he basically has like a 3 to 10 year sentence now.
Which, being the high figure he is, he's probably only get 3 years.
Yeah,
good behavior. He's I believe he's 78 now, so he's up there in age.
Yeah,
but same thing happened here with Dream Casper, like with Bill Cosby. He got famous. He thought, oh, okay, I can do these kind of things. It'll be fine. No, it's not. It's wrong. Again, I'm just repeating myself at this point.
No worries.
You should not be doing things like this. If you have any thoughts of like this, you need to seriously go report yourself, because it's disgusting.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
You need some fucking help, dude. Like, jeez.
Like, I don't care how famous you are. If you you're an adult, you know what's right and what's wrong. And there's the underage person, like I don't know, whatever that age the girl was. I forgot her age,
No worries. It was like
but
around like 16, 15, apparently.
but
Right around there.
basically, if you do that, then yeah, you deserve all the prison time you need to get.
Oh, like
Exact.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Like after like I know that people were trying to stay off of that topic as well. Even Dufran said, "Oh, how many years do you think he's got to get?" And like people were saying like it's definitely way worse than what Dufran did. It was basically like he basically threw a professional match basically, but
But that's not as bad. I mean, throwing a professional match. Now, yes, it's you're frauding people money. You're not providing the same game, which happened, in other great esports games such as League of
oh
Legends.
yeah, I remember that.
I believe it was the 2015 tournament. It got to the last match, the final two teams. What they did a thing called ARAM, which is all random, all middle. Basically, you pick a random hero and everyone charges down the center. At the time, everyone's like, "Oh, they're doing this is a perfect strategy to distract people." No, the teams came out 2 months after the match, after the award money was given out, and said, "Yeah, we purposely threw. We didn't really want to fight each other." Of course, the league at that time said, "You have to give us that money back, and we'll split the winnings upon the losing teams who were actually playing to win this money,
Yeah, it
not to
was.
joke about."
Yeah, which was really terrible.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to the original story of Dream Casper, famous guy talks with underage girl. That's wrong. You don't see what's a big name celebrity nowadays. You don't see Cardi B. You don't see Cardi B trying to go flirt with a fucking 16-year-old.
Oh
No,
no.
why? Because she's right in the head. Although, to be honest, her music, in my personal opinion, don't fight me for this, is not the best. She's so right
Ooh.
in the head for not going down to a 16-year-old and talking to him and
Yeah.
whatnot. It's gross.
Ooh, what's your thoughts about that, Diddy?
I already kind of gave my thoughts on it.
No, man. Oh yeah, but I totally understand with that, Diddy. Like, but still, like, it's still unbelievable about what you still can think about from the last like 4 to 5 months now, ever since that incident happened, which still blows everyone's mind. Why the hell would you do this in the first place? And yet,
Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry. But thing is, like, with all of these after that allegation, you don't even know who else will be like the same person like as Dreamcasper. You don't even know you might know someone like your favorite player or something like that on like any
You
team,
know,
which is
right.
probably gonna be hella scary because with that after what happened, you don't even with like you don't know who's gonna be the pedo and the victim basically, which
Right, right, and I'm reading an original story. I'm reading an original story. Mind you, this is back of April 9th. It says here that he was joking. Yeah, he was jokingly talking to her, joking about certain things. You don't joke about those kind
you
of things.
cannot joke when you're basically like, hey,
In
you want to go out to LA to see me or something like that. And like the thing was that girl was Dreamcaster's biggest fan, but yet when she was slowly finding out that he was trying to hit on her, that's just plain wrong.
Now, see, I'm not trying to defend him here. Yes, if you want to fly your biggest fan out there, go on ahead. Another YouTuber that I am fond of, Muselk. I can never pronounce his name right. Australian streamer. He started when he was younger. He's now over the age. He recently held a competition to where he would fly a few fans out. Obviously, he got a few of his fans were underage. They won. Now, what he didn't do, he wasn't trying to get on with them. He understands that this is immorally wrong. And ain't gonna fucking deal with it. Sure, he flew out there and they spent and the him, Muselk, his producers, and four other people only amusement park, which I hear is full of kangaroos, snakes, and things that'll kill you. Didn't make any sort of move on them. Sure, they were females. Didn't make any sort of move. Why? Because he's smart in the fucking head.
Yeah.
You don't. He didn't let age. Age is just a number. Well, then prison cell is just a fucking room.
Basically, I know with that really recent incident with at CannaCon, I know Shane Dawson actually flew out a couple underage girls, which basically everyone thought he was like a pedo and stuff. But yeah, after you've been seeing like his videos and stuff, he's like one of the nicest people you've ever meet. Like that's what I heard from like multiple like big time YouTubers and stuff. And but they were just helping them, like trying to do a little meet and greet after what happened in TanaCon, but and then oh,
Right. You go ahead. Go ahead.
oh yeah, like ever since like everyone thought like he was a pedo, which was probably a bad idea, but the thing was he was trying to help those girls out after being sunburned after being over 6 hours in the sun without any shade or like cover.
And no water, especially out in the heat, it can get pretty devastating. I mean,
In LA as well.
exactly. I mean, with LA too, it's a humid heat. It gets fucking hot.
Oh yeah, for
Oh,
sure. Despite like
there.
there's not even like buildings around it. Like what I saw during that video, apparently there's only like one tall building, but it was like a hotel. It wasn't even like tall as like SF or like New York, for example. Isn't like it doesn't give you like shade like
Whatever.
in SF or New York. In like LA, it just
It,
hits you down, just like
it
Texas. I know that.
it boils. We'll see. For me, because I used to live out in Las Vegas, Nevada, the original Sin City, not the New Mexico one. It was hot there, but it's a dry heat.
Hmm.
You walk outside on 115 on a good day, it's hot. You feel as if you're cooking. With California, with Texas, and any southern states, it's a humid heat. Sure, it's hot and it's hard to breathe, but that's all because it's a wet kind of humor. You feel and you're not drowning, but you're just pooling in sweat. Not as hot to me, I should say,
Yeah.
as like I said, Las Vegas or Utah or New Mexico, where it's a dry heat.
Oh yeah. Like, what's your have you ever been experienced like really hot heat in your area? Did in like LA? I mean, not in LA, New York. I'm so sorry.
Well, I know during summer times in New York, it gets really hot, especially like in outer areas. Like, there's it's usually like around island areas.
So like kind of like close to Manhattan. Does it get usually hot, or does it like in Brooklyn?
No, actually, Manhattan's actually pretty. Because Manhattan's basically an island. It's mostly surrounded by water, so it's a little cooler. I
Mm.
meant like areas where like they don't have. It doesn't have like giant buildings to protect them from the
Oh yeah,
sun and
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
So basically, like besides like Manhattan, of course, basically like towards like the unknown area in New York, basically where they get your fresh steaks, basically, right?
Mhm.
The fresh steaks. That's just a terrifying word to say.
No, I'm sorry. I did not mean to say that. I meant like those like those. I don't want to say it again. Um, but like those
Right.
steaks from the cows, of course.
Right. I knew what you meant. It's just how you said it. It just made it sound really weird.
Like especially the topic we're on right now.
Right.
I'm
With the
so
whole
sorry.
moral of this whole spiel right here: don't fuck with underage girls. Even if you're joking, it's not right.
Oh, of course. And to be honest, like it doesn't matter
Bullshit.
if what you think of how old the girl is. You're still going to fucking jail, dude. Like no joke.
Yep.
Age is
But
just a number. So is prison sentence, my dude.
Yeah, basically,
exactly.
if this girl's like 14, you can't play the +4 number, dude. I'm sorry.
Nope, does not roll that way.
Yep.
Can't be a 20-something-year-old man flirting with a fucking 15-year-old.
Not at all.
Oh yeah, of course. I know. But you gotta admit, the thing is, like with younger girls dating like older guys, is not that common now. Like because if you think about it, it goes back to like high school, like with like seniors dating like college girl. I mean, not college girls, damn freshman girls in high school, which still blow. Which I feel like I could probably that maybe that started it all. Maybe I don't know.
That's where it all starts, high school, that's where you start finding out, ooh, this is what I like kind of deal.
Oh man, like, but I know like Drake is like dating this like 18-year-old. She was like from like the Disney Channel or something like that. Like from I think
Wait, Drake the rapper?
no, yeah, Drake the rapper.
Oh wait, Drake, or you're talking about Drake Bell?
No, Drake like
Kiki, do you love me?
Oh, that rapper then.
yeah, basically the dude from Toronto. So apparently he's dating. I mean, this is not like a full-on drama one, but it's kind of our topic here. But like with Drake dating like this 18-year-old from like the Disney Channel or something like that. Did he? I feel like you. Do you know like Jesse's? Like she's like from New York. She works at a mansion. Like she's like the babysitter or something like that.
Debbie Ryan?
Yeah, Debbie Ryan.
But Debbie Ryan's not 18. She's
No,
my age.
no, I know that, but like the little girl who was on that one show. Do you remember?
Zori? You mean Shy Jackson?
I believe so. Yeah, I think that might be Shy Jackson.
Or the little black girl that
yes.
was part of family?
Yeah.
Wait, Shy Jackson's 16. What the heck?
Wait. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think it might be a different. It might. She looked really familiar than her, but I know she was like 18. But anywho, this might get a little bit uncomfortable. But besides that, I just know that whatever Dream Casper has for his jail time, I hope he gets it done. I mean, not gets it done, but what?
It's not long enough, in my personal opinion. It needs to be higher.
Oh yeah, for sure. But especially the amount of. But the thing is, like, I'm not sure how much the Overwatch League players got, but I just know that Sinatra got like 150K just to play for the SF Shock and all that.
150 to play. I'm in the wrong industry. I need to start practicing myself.
Yeah, dude, you better practice your DPS, dude.
I know, with McCree, with his recent buffs coming in, I think it may make him more viable, but I don't think it's enough.
I mean, I feel personally with the I know you're not the fan of the hammer type of person. I know that.
Oh no! If you as a McCree player have to fan the hammer on a non-tank hero, you don't deserve to be called a god McCree.
I mean, I saw like a video of Effect just like fanning the hammer every time when he reloads.
I mean, I can understand fanning the hammer on characters that have quick reflexes like Tracer.
Yeah, that's true. But if you like do it on like a squishy like Mercy or like who else do you consider as a squishy, Diddy? I'm curious.
What, like, there's other, well, I think basically everyone who isn't a tank is a squishy.
Basically, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, I understand with like Ryan, but basically every tank hero for that you can purposely fan the hammer, but yet I don't know. I just feel like fanning the hammer on like anyone who's not like a tank wise, you should not fan the hammer.
It's too easy of a kill.
Yeah.
Oh, even though I'm a Mercy main, I can understand why some recruits put fan the hammer on Mercy, considering that she has her flight thing to get out of.
True, but yet but there's like so many ways you can escape from fan the hammer. Like as soon as McCree flashes you, that sounded wrong. But he could basically like Zari can just give you a quick bubble, like give you a bubble, and then you can just fly away.
It all depends on if your team is watching, and that's the thing. This is why too. I've been noticing if you watch a lot of professional streamers, they're always jumping. It doesn't make a lot of sense. You just see them jump, 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 and you're like, why are they always jumping? Do they have like a spaz thumb or something like that? No, It's for heroes such as Doomfist, McCree's Fan the Hammer, or anyone who has a movement imparting ability.
Hmm.
It it changes your motion,
Oh,
such as
understandable.
if a Lucio's charging at you, mind you this, you're playing Diva, and a Lucio charges you, and I think it's called Sound Blast, his right click,
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
right, right trigger on the Xbox, or R2 on the PlayStation 4, it pushes you back a considerable amount of distance. I think it's a distance of like 20 to 30 yards.
Hmm.
While you're firing and whatnot, there's a movement effect on you already. Diva, if you're moving while firing, you're moving at a slower pace.
Oh, like
If
Arissa
a
as well. I know that.
like a like Arissa as well. While you're firing, well, with Arissa, she's got her I can't remember the
Is it
name. The
Mortify?
ability. Yes, that one where she can movement and parting effects on affect her. But Lucio comes in sound blast you and you're firing, you're actually going to move back a lesser distance.
Hmm.
So the reason why again a lot of people will jump when a Lucio comes by and hits you, you'll fly further away from him, escaping any sort of danger, or you can shorten the distance he's trying to push you away.
Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah.
That's
So
why.
sorry, my
Go
bad.
ahead.
So
Go
I was
ahead.
just, I'm so sorry. So I was thinking like getting off topic now, like to change up the topic, of course, because we were just been discussing about Dreamcast for way too long.
Right,
But
right.
I feel like it's time to talk about like the brand new. Despite we already got those little introduction for the new games, but I've been feeling like talking about the actual brand new games are coming out like really soon. Like I don't mind if it's next year or this year, but I've been like ever since I saw that the E3 live stream, I thought I was getting really excited for Skate 4. I've been so hyped, but yet it just disappointed me so much.
See, I'm not a huge fan of the sports games or the racing games. It's
Really?
just, I mean, I figured, think of it like this: in a fantasy game such as World of Warcraft, Overwatch, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Doom, Call of Duty, what's another one? Dragon Age Inquisition, although not a best game.
Wait, what? I never heard of that game.
It's an RPG game on the place that I recall on the PlayStation. It was all right, but it took it took heavy into the RPG, and it just
Oh,
didn't make it for me. It didn't make it fun.
oh, that's understandable.
But with the sports games and the racing games, you can go out and learn that thing. You can go out and learn how to play football. Although you may not be the best at it, you can still go learn to play it. Now, yes, some of you may say, but some people can't have that. What about those who have lost limbs? Understandable. There's still different versions. Touch football, flag football,
Yeah.
or flag
Like,
soccer,
mm-hmm.
touch soccer. It's just I don't know. For me, in my personal opinion, it's not fun to play sports or a racing game.
Yeah.
Except Mario Kart. Mario
Oh,
Kart will always be the best game
oh yeah,
because
no doubt. Like
what
Mario
other game
Kart's.
can you?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Mario Kart. It's a great game. I mean, what other game can you say? I just threw a a red turtle shell at my best friend and it snapped him in the ass.
Oh, um, man, there's like so many brand new games that are coming out. Which what game that you think is like a nice, colorful game that's like safe for everyone? Diddy, or it's coming out soon?
Hmm. Well, I don't know if you follow what's it called. I can't remember his name. I think it was Concerned Ape. He's currently making like some sort of wizard game, like a Harry Potter like RPG game called Stonebrook. No wait,
Ooh,
I think that was I think that's what it's called. I have to look it up later.
that's interesting. Like I'm actually I might be interested in that actually, but oh man, I know we're definitely if ever I get like a Nintendo Switch or something like that, I might get like those of course those like Nintendo classic games like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. Of course, you cannot get be wrong with those Smash Brothers series. Of
I
course.
mean,
Oh,
to get a Nintendo system and not buy a Smash game, why are you buying Nintendo?
Also, speaking of Smash, how do you guys feel about Isabelle from Animal Crossing being in it?
I'm still curious if Waluigi's gotta be in it. I swear.
What was her name? I didn't play much of
Isabelle, right?
Isabel. I didn't play much of it, so I do apologize. I just find it weird. I'm not saying she's an obscure character, but it was just odd to bring someone who's just an odd face, who, from my understanding from other gamers, that she's just a whiny person to be in the game. I just found it weird. What they need to do is they need to bring some. Nintendo needs to stop being stingy, although not as stingy as Sony, just now allowing to cross-platform play. They
Hmm.
need to allow some outside sources. Now, I'm not saying let's bring Goku into Super Smash Brothers. No,
Yes, dude,
that's why
that would
there's
be
other
so
games.
OP.
It would be cool, to see Goku beating up on Mario.
Oh my
Funniest
god.
thing ever. What they
Oh no, just imagine like main character for Doom like getting putting a shotgun up to Bowser's head.
Or how about Saitama from One Punch Man just killing everyone?
Oh my
exactly.
god,
Don't bring
dude.
in those extreme outside sources. Bring something that's been in Nintendo's hands for some time, aka such as Sora. That would be a perfect addition to the Super Smash series.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I know Super Smash Brothers Brawl just definitely brought in like Sonic, which he's gonna be coming back and I believe that as well.
Right, right, and with a lot of new introductions. My favorite one, and I'm so happy that I'm not the only one who remembers this, is that the Castlevania series, an amazing game for back then, back on the Nintendo the Super Nintendo, and the
Oh.
Super Famicom back in the Japanese version of the Nintendo. Amazing games. I can tell you, I spent countless hours, middle of the night with no lights on, listening to the scary, gothic theme that is Castlevania.
Ooh, I know that Snake is coming back ever since Super Smash
Snake
Brothers Brawl. I know that.
Snake was a fun hero. I always found him just so weird. And I've been playing, Metal Gear since it first came out. Again, back on the Super Nintendo. He was just a fun hero, sitting inside the box waiting for someone to come by. Of course, everyone know you're hiding in there, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. I've always played the online. No one, if you sat in the box as Snake, no one would ever bug you. Sure, you had those few, sour Sallies who would come over and punch you and try to
Yeah.
get you involved. I just sat there. I remember one time in one match, just sat there in the box. No one ever came to touch me, and I won
Really.
the match just by sitting inside the box.
That's insane. Just imagine, like Overwatch had like a little hide and seek game or something like that, and you cannot play Sombra as well at all. Basically, you can probably like play any character besides anyone who can use like invisibility or shift.
Was that style of gaming reminds me so much of Prop Hunt back in the older style of game. And when I say older, I mean like Gary's Mod,
Two
Team
thousand
Fortress
five.
2. Yeah, the 2005, the old times, back when everything was cool and the bomb.com and
Oh my
whatnot.
goodness.
No, but another game that recently brought it in, and I'm kind of curious how I play. I recently had some time to play it. Was the prop hunt in Call of Duty? That was just a weird idea. You bring
Yeah,
a
I remember that with Modern Warfare 3. Like, been seeing like old gameplay of it, and it kind of looks the same as Gary's mod, kind of, but with I
the
basically
graphics of the time,
yeah.
and it's a definitely fun game. If y'all haven't played any sort of prop hunt, look it up on YouTube, or if you have Gary's mod, Team Fortress 2,
Hmm.
any Source game, or any of the Call of Duties.
Hmm.
I think as of Modern Warfare 3 and up, try out Prop Hunt. It's a fun game. You select a random prop and you have to hide from the players.
Hmm.
You can move and switch your props, but you just have to survive till the end. Last standing prop wins, obvious with typical games like that.
Hmm. That's understandable. And Diddy, I'm just curious, like what kind of old school games would you think would be a good I've kind of lost my question. I'm so sorry. I was
Train
kind
of
of
thought.
yeah, but besides like if you got like a console game or something like that, Diddy, Which one would you be most excited about?
Um, didn't really play much old school games, so I don't know how to answer that question.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But like, would you
No,
have you ever played like Mario 64 or like the Mario Party games? Did he or something like that, or like any Nintendo games?
oh, my childhood right there.
Mm. I always wanted to, but I just never saw the reason to for some reason.
It's understandable.
The reason behind is to destroy friendships.
Oh,
Those games
I
were
know
meant.
that there's actually a bit of a kind of a rip-off series, but it looks hella fun. It's called the Plumber Party. If you haven't seen any gameplay yet,
It's basically right around the same deal, isn't it? Right around the same.
basically.
It's, I mean, and that was just fun. I remember the amount of times that there were holes punched in the wall because me and my brother would play the game with a couple of friends, and I would steal someone's star. Boom,
Ooh.
there would be a punch in the wall because it destroyed friendships. Friendships. It was tough.
Oh yeah. Speaking of like punching holes in the wall, apparently there's a new game that is coming out really soon. I'm not sure. Well, I think everyone has heard it before. That's the new Call of Duty 4 Blackout, which
Oh
people say
God.
is like one. I heard is like probably gonna be the most can basically take up a lot of storage in that for your PS4 and Xbox. I heard.
Oh yeah, 160 megabytes worth, not megabytes. All right, if I'm not mistaken, or no, gigabytes.
No,
This
it's
is going
like
to be.
54. I heard.
Oh no, it's much more. I
Really?
recently had it. I looked into it as of not too long ago. The game is going to be fucking huge, and the reason why behind that is because
It's a
well,
battle royale game, basically.
it's a battle royale. And first off, let me just say, battle royale is fun, but after it's been done, you know, 400 times over with Fortnite. Don't get me started on that. Capitalized on it, it's not fun anymore. I mean, sure, it's cool to see certain style of games, such as, like I said, Fortnite, who first started it,
No,
and
it's
then
not Fortnite. It's not Fortnite. It's actually H1Z1 actually that started the whole battle royale craze.
right, right. My apologies for getting that
No
wrong.
worries, no worries.
But to see it brought into games that never had it before and are trying to capitalize on it, it's not. And you're just jumping on the bad bandwagon. I think by, I want to say mid year, early year 2019, Battle Royale is just going to be another obscure title, much similar to how Five Nights was.
Oh yeah, like the horror base after Five Nights was a big craze. Definitely.
You saw Five Nights at Mickey's, you saw Five Nights at Fredbear's, you saw a bunch of different kind of things. Sure, it was cool and fun the first time, but after it's been redone, like I said, 400 times, it just gets boring. It's not scary. It's not fun. Sure, you play with a couple friends. Ha, I killed you, whatever. Or you jumped at, fucking Mickey Mouse popping up from over there. It just gets stale really fast.
Yeah, like Diddy, what's your thoughts on um the genre of games that are kind of like quickly kind of dying down by each year? What do you think about that?
Mm. I think they just basically just use the same ideas over and over again. Maybe that's why.
And the same thing could be said about first person shooters. It's the same game. Oh, you're just switching out your laser gun for an alien, Nard launcher. Yeah, but it's all about the story. It's all about how the game is properly done.
Oh yeah, especially if you look at back in the day with like old school graphics, they're all like 8-bit games, like the original like Super Mario Brothers or like Pong.
Right,
And
oh,
then now
Pong was
you got
cool.
like the like 4K HD games like Doom that might be is coming out very soon, which is like one of the most cleanest games that you're ever gonna see. Especially those like cutscenes as well. Like when I first saw Halo 4 for the cutscenes, it basically looked like a fucking movie, dude.
Oh yeah, and technology has jumped a considerable amount within the few years that we've had video games, and it's still gonna jump out with VR coming out into the big scene.
Oh yeah. Like
It's gonna
oh
be
sorry.
it's gonna be a huge staple. No, go on, go ahead. Say what you're saying.
Yes, I know that. I saw the movie Ready Player One with the whole virtual reality thing. It's gonna be coming out very soon. Of how similar Ready Player One's gonna be.
Oh yeah, I mean that. First of all, that movie that brought down all not only just newer games but original style games.
Oh,
It
dude,
was it was the coolest thing ever.
have you ever
Sure, I
seen
mean,
that movie? Did he? Did he?
I think Diddy
Oh,
got it. There
where do
you
you
go.
mean Ready Player One?
Yeah. Have you seen like trailers or like little bit cutscenes from that movie yet?
I actually saw like a few cutscenes of like recognizable characters from like popular movies like Tracer from Overwatch, and I think it was I can't remember his name. I think it was the eye patch guy from I think it was Halo.
The iPad shot. I don't remember
I
the
no.
iPad.
Oh yeah, I think it was named Snake or something.
Oh, Snake.
Uh,
Yeah.
from Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear. I know there's like a lot of recognizable players. Like, if you think about it, VR chat is getting close. What Ready Player One is getting to actually with those mods.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I heard that Ready Player One didn't really do too well at the box office.
But the thing is, what I heard, basically, you have to read the book to understand the whole plot of everything. Basically,
And obviously, the movie's not going to do just as well as the books did. I mean, sure, there have been a few movies who had outdone themselves better than the books.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter. I wouldn't say Star Wars. Star Wars is just kind of a weird topic right now.
I love the old style Star Wars, dude. You can't deny that.
Oh
But
yeah, the George Lucas style, the original animations back when they were just super cheap and cheesy.
oh
That's
yeah,
just the betters.
oh yeah. But getting a little bit off topic, I've been thinking like I feel like for video game wise, if the of how good the movie for video game category would be, I feel like it would give much more high rating than the past movies for video games, like the Mario Brothers.
Oh God, let's not talk about the Mario Bros. That was a scary movie time. I watched it once and I wasted 2.5 hours of my life that I will never get back.
Oh man, what do you remember for like those video game movies, Diddy?
I remember the Mario movie. Apparently Luigi and Mario were father and son instead of brothers, which I thought I was like,
Oh
what?
yeah.
Uh,
I remember like back in the old day when Doom wasn't like the big hit. Dwayne the Rock Johnson actually played one of the main characters in Doom back in like the 1990s or 80s, or actually 90s. Actually, that's when he got started to get big, and then it just kind of was bad. But I know the highest rating video game movie is Rampage. If you guys don't remember that video game,
what was the movie?
Rampage.
Oh yeah, Rampage. Well, that's just because it was a cult classic movie. Not saying that Doom wasn't, but you can't take a movie Doom. You can't make a movie about an entire moon disappearing. You can't due to some hellish demons from a different, not even from the same universe, a different dimension, and expect great things out of it. You can take Rampage because it's set in the human universe. You can't go any further than that.
Yeah,
And the reason why that did so well is just because it was the game back then was so simply made that the movie was so simply made, but it was
basically.
just fantastic.
Yeah, but I feel like if Overwatch ever got their own movie because of the amount of short films it originally had, I feel like it would give a lot of good praise for it
What?
because there's so many good. You can learn about the lore. You can learn about like nearly everything. Oh, sorry, dude.
No, sorry. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good,
But
dude.
originally Blizzard was gonna plan on making an Overwatch movie, but they just settled on making a video game instead.
That's understandable, especially like with the whole new characters are coming out for the next who knows how long.
It's gonna be for a good long while. I mean, Blizzard's not gonna give up on a game like they did like the original games StarCraft and Warcraft. With those games still receiving updates, I believe 15 years back when they originally made, it's gonna. I mean, Blizzard is just gonna not leave that alone. Like World of Warcraft, sure, the game came out. I keep going back to World of Warcraft. It's such a bad example. It
No
came out
worries.
10 years. It came out 10 years ago, but it's still an ever-growing popular game, topping now at 7.5 million subscribers.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Well, anywho, guys, I think that's time's up. But just want to thank everyone who came, especially my lovely co-host Diddy in Vegas. Thank you guys so much for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime that you need us, we're always here.
Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, that's the end of my episode. So see you guys soon.